All right. I don't know. Okay. Give it another second. It says that I have gone live. I am not live here. Oh, come on. Okay, so I don't understand. Something's going on with the actual YouTube, although I do see a live counter of 45 seconds, so I'm just going to assume that it's going to catch up at some point and just go with this. Trying to reconfigure my windows so that I can actually see that window. Sorry, this is so unhelpful. All right, I'm just going to assume that we are going because I can see I can see it on my actual streaming software. It's just YouTube's acting up right now. So I'm going to assume we're off to the races. Welcome to another stream. This one's kind of out of the blue, just because I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do it tonight, and then plans changed. YouTube is screaming at me. Okay, I'm going to assume. Okay, let me just back up. Okay. All right. Sorry about all this. All right. So let's just all agree to just look at the first 2 minutes of this stream and just go, that's not the Masked Hero we know. Masked Hero does not put on a bad show. He might not be the best streamer in the world, but he's gonna at least come to the table. So okay, hello everybody. Again, welcome to the stream. I will try to remember that we were roughly. I have no timestamps in here. Oh, okay. We were roughly 3 minutes in, so maybe I'll put a timestamp in the YouTube video to just, or the YouTube version of this to say 3 minutes in we started. Let me just get the deck in question. All right, so we today are playing against Electro. We have Jubilee in a protection deck with innate reflexes, which I'm taking out this time. So I actually remember to have it as part of my mulligan. We are doing Protection Racket. Electro is a one scheme, one attack criminal underling villain. Reveal, put out the electric charge attached to Electro with 2 per player charge counters on it. Force response after Electro schemes, place 1 charge counter here. And then on the actual attachment, we have a force interrupt of, well, we'll put this to the side. It's permanent. When Electro attacks, remove 1 charge counter from here. Give Electro an additional boost card that's attacking its overkill. Hero action, spend an energy resource or 2 resources of any type to remove a charge counter from here. And then we are playing Protection Racket. I picked up the hung out to dry main scheme for the moment. It has a starts at 0, goes up to 10, goes up by 1 every turn, and force responsive after a character enters play in this play area. There's only 1, deal 1 damage to it, and place 1 threat here. I don't really know if there's going to be any particular one that is better than the others. I don't actually believe I have any tough allies, so we're not going to just turn off the tough immediately. But let's see how this goes. And I don't know how long this is going to run. I think this is the only hero scenario matchup I plan to run tonight. And so let's hit the ground running and let's do this thing. Put this back. I ran this deck earlier this week and had a lot of superpower training too. So I'm gonna swap that out. I had a lot of decks going at one point, so let me just see here. Superpower training is not here. Oh boy. Well, I know what that is. If we get a moment, we will go swap that in just a second. I don't even know if we're going to necessarily be playing with it. 6, 6. Okay. Hidden base is good. Okay, so at this point I do think that probably... Okay, I'm going to turn this down just a little bit. I don't know how loud the music is, but it's very loud in my ears. Okay. Just enough to fill up the silence. Okay, so let's see. I think I should be very aggressive with trying to get to something other than this. Okay, so I want to be attacking. I also want to be defending. So I know I want that. Because this is a big defense deck. This is one where we want to get our defense up as high as possible. Let's give ourselves a tough. And actually, I think this is going to be important because we're going to want to be doing what's it called? In harm's way. We're going to be doing in harm's way, so this is going to be important. Let's just ditch the rest of this. Oh, I forgot. Oh, this was the last card I drew, because reflexes is supposed to be a part of all this. So we'll just toss that in the middle. All right. My bad. Okay. 1, 2. Okay. Okay, this is better. So play this to play out the hidden base. So it is a support. Comes into play with 3 stronghold counters on it. Alter Ego response after you change form, exhaust hidden base and remove 1 stronghold counter. Give your identity a tough status counter after you change form. So this is after we change to Alter Ego. Okay. If I'm incorrect about that, we have plenty of time for me to right that wrong at a different point. And don't want to worry about threat right now. I do think we should take advantage of being able to get the stuff off, though. So what we're going to do is we're going to flip over. Do I want to get Shopping Spree and put it into play? I don't need to get Shopping Spree right now. And we will exhaust so that we can bump up our defense by 1. And then we only have 1 defensive training, but I feel like I want to have Jubilee's glasses even more. And so that's going to be our first turn. Is that really everything? Yeah. All right, so 1, 2, 3. Wow, I just have all of the proxies in this deck. Okay, let me just find these real quick. Because I'm almost certain that they are in Echo. So superpower training, build support. Oop. And they're all in the same sleeves, so we can just take build support, chuck it into Echo. We can take superpower training, chuck it into Echo. Problem solved. All right, that's going to drive me crazy because I would have been thinking of it as a double energy if I had not done that. All right, so now we bump this up by 1. Keep that all in mind. Oh, oops, ready. Okay, so then goes to attack me, gets 2 of these. And I have a defense of 3 at the moment. And I think what I'm going to do is I kind of fold like paper here, so I'm going to defend. So 1, 2. Okay, that's not so bad. But again, I have such a low amount of hit points, I didn't want to risk it. All right, and then my encounter card is Villain attacks you. Okay, so we're just going to get rid of both of these right now. And now we have no choice. So 1, 2, just 2. I'm going to give this a good shuffle. All right, sorry about that. My daughter came in. All right, I'm going to shuffle this up just because I feel like standard got out of control. So my cat broke in. Okay. All right, so hopefully it will not just completely destroy the stream. All right, my turn. And that's going to be good. All right, so we're down for the count. But we don't have to worry about this at this point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play out Firecracker and I can afford to pay those two, meaning that I deal a total of 6 and stun Electro. So tie it up. Then we will drop the armored vest, bumping my defense up to 4. And at this point, I don't want them to scheme because that would just put more counters on. At the same time, I would like to see more cards, and I'd like to get that tough. And again, if I'm wrong about this, I don't think it's at this point it's not really going to matter because like whether I'm right or wrong about it, I'm going to go into the next turn with a tough. And that's it for me. 2, 3, 4, 6. All right. Oh, this is going to be great. Okay. Yeah, actually, next turn's going to be great. Okay, cool. So leave that out. And this goes up by 1 of 2 of 10. Goes to scheme, which means this is going to get a charge counter. And 1, 2, 3. So 5 of 10. And counter card is Collapsing Bridge. So hinder 2, so it goes up to 3. Force response after any amount of damage is removed from collapsing, if any amount of threat is removed from collapsing bridge, place 1 threat here. Oh, after any amount. So you just have to do it in a big swoop just to defeat it. Okay. So I know I'm going to need, so I want to do In Harm's Way. Okay, so I want to do this, but I want to do 3 different things. That's 1, 2, 3, and I want to do the coat with these 2. All right. Let's get my coat down. Get that ready. Flip over. And I feel like we can actually just remove the counter. Oh, I don't need to do that because I have the tough. So I remove a threat, it just goes back on. Well, let's see how this goes. Okay, so we're going to do In Harm's Way, paying with 3 different resources. My defense right now is 4. Then I'm going to get to do both of these. Oh, I suppose I thwart for 2. Okay, so I'm going to use both of these. So we do 4, which means we will remove 4 from here. We'll deal 4 damage to Electro. And then, since it is both an attack and a thwart, we will do the sunglasses. We paid for 3 different. We do 3 more damage. And do the coat, which means we can just clear off Collapsing Bridge. And then Jubilee will attack for 2. Oh, yeah, so I need to the next stage. All right, so the next stage is when revealed, find Electro Charge and place 2 charge counters per player on it after they scheme. Okay, so same thing, just more hit points. All right, so I think we're good. Still want to keep charge counters low, but we're in a good place. Oops. All right, so if we can just do that again, we can just end stream super fast. And how do I see this next turn going? Okay, so definitely that. Oh yeah, we can just like stun lock at that point. We can even do this. All right, well, we'll see. All right, so this goes up to 2. Stun falls off. Counter card is, ooh, drain power. Okay. So attach to your identity and exhaust each upgrade you control. These don't matter necessarily. And then when an upgrade you control would ready, you may spend a energy resource or 2 resources of any type. If you do, remove 1 drain counter from here. Oh yeah, this needs drain counters. If you do, remove 1 drain counter from here. Otherwise, that does not ready. And then ready the upgrade. Okay, so we're going to be using up our hand a little bit here. But not too much, because we don't have that many options. In fact, we don't have much of any option here. Well, we already did the big flashy things. I think we'll figure this out. Okay. So let's go with honestly, I think I could just do ready for a fight. And Firecracker to deal 4 damage and stun. All right, and I'll thwart for 2. Then we do all the readying up. And shoot. I believe actually I always do this out of order because yeah, ready. So yeah, we dropped our hand size, then we ready each exhausted thing. So we'll do that. We'll do that in proper order for this. 5. Okay, so we can. Yeah, we'll pay those 2 to let these ready back up. Take 2 counters off. These will stay exhausted. I don't really care. If I could have, I would have done 3 just to have it not be attacked next turn. But frankly, we can then just do in harm's way. Actually, this might end the game super fast if we learn anything from last time. All right, so this goes up to 1. We might. I actually at this point, if we go super fast, I might just pull out the Thor deck I was playtesting earlier, just to have a little bit of fun. All right, so the stun falls off. And these will never matter. Counter card is Ivan. Okay, so teamwork. When revealed, place 1 acceleration token here. And force response after he schemes, place an acceleration token here. Okay, so we just need to close out the game, I guess. Close out the game seems so ambitious at the moment, but it's not. I'm not beyond it. Let me just see here because I've got text messages coming in. All right, so okay, so my turn starts and don't need that anymore. All right, so yeah, we'll do. Oh, you also have a damage on you, and a threat goes here. Okay. So we will do in harm's way, paying with this and these 2. That's 2 for each one of these. So we'll deal 4 damage to Electro. And then we'll remove 2. And we don't even need to use the coat, but we'll use the sunglasses. So we'll put, I guess, 2 more damage onto Electro. And this is when it schemes. That's okay, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip down so I can see more cards and hopefully just get rid of the last of this. Oh, these weren't supposed to ready back up. Not that they matter, but all right. So then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Cool. And then, do I feel fine? Oh, only one of them I care about, so I can just. I only need to use one. So these ready back up. So we'll have our sunglasses ready next time, and we can throw a firecracker out and probably just wrap this bad boy up. All right, so goes up by 2. Goes to scheme, but then I will do ready for a fight. Oh, this was supposed to do this. Okay. Flip over, and it's an attack. This one actually counts. So 1, 2, and 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think they have any kind of piercing. Okay. I don't think Electro does piercing, to be honest. All right, that breaks the tough. Then Ivan deals 2 damage to me. And counter card is change of venue, surge. All right, so we'll do that in a second. Swap the main scheme with a random set-aside main scheme. Place the thread from the previous scheme on the new scheme. Okay. So now we are doing the slice of pizza dough. So I should at least read this. Force response after a character in this play area defeats another character or side scheme in this play area. Heal 1 damage from the defeating character and place 1 threat here. Okay. That's nice. All right, now we surge into the Tracksuit Bros. All right. And, oh, that does surge. Okay, so I need to remind myself. Teamwork. It's changed since I got back into the game, and I want to make sure I'm doing it correctly here. So teamwork is after a minion with teamwork enters play and engages a player, if there's at least one other minion that shares the specified trait in play, which there is, the minion that just entered play activates against the player it's engaged with. Okay. Okay, so 2 damage, and I'm fine with that. We'll flip back down to Alter Ego by the end of this anyway. All right, so it's our turn. And is this all academic? I feel like it might be academic. Because we're going to do Firecracker with these 2. So that's 4, 5, 6. Because they don't have guard, right? Yeah, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take out Electro. And brings Electro to 0. So that is it. And that was very quick. Let me see here. So I want to run that back. I think I got lucky a little bit, and I'm willing to run that back. Because we are 30 minutes into the stream, and I'd like the tin to at least reflect a little bit of what we're doing. But then, yeah, if this goes on a little bit longer, then I have no problem just going, hey, let's pull out Thor. Mix it up a little bit. Or, actually, I could take this deck against Kingpin, I suppose. That would be kind of a fun little twist, wouldn't it? I only took 4 damage that round, or that game. Yeah, stun locking Electro is definitely a little OP. And Why don't we just stay where we're at? We'll stay here with the slice of pizza dough. I've even thought of something where in a future stream, not today, it will not be today, but in a future stream where I have a little more time to prepare, something where it's like if I reach 10 people watching, then no matter what my encounter card is, it gets changed to Shadow of the Past. At least once. Like, I guess we could probably do like for every 10 people that end up currently on the stream, then suddenly my next encounter card, regardless of the last time that Shadows of the Past went off, will just become Shadow of the Past. And that just seems like a fun little stream treat that I've considered. Alright, and I'll just do this real quick. Alright, oh. My past hand was not there. Oh, and we also want the reflexes. Alright, I'm feeling pretty good about this, so I know I want this, and I think I really want ready for a fight. This isn't bad, I just don't know if I'm going to need it. So I'm going to pay for this with this. Would having Wolverine be out be better? I'm game for that. We'll see what the rest of the hand looks like. If nothing else, then we'll have Wolverine out, and we'll just play a little bit of a different game than previous. Okay. So I should be good at thwarting at least. Okay, so let's... Is there any reason why I need to change? Or I need to... Before I do anything to change. Okay. Alright, we will give ourselves +1 defense. And then, yeah, I'm willing to just go wild. Let's put out Wolverine. Alright. And I think that's... Okay, and then attack for 3. Oh, yeah, I need to reset these. You are at 15. So we'll say you're at 12. Alright, and that's going to be the turn. Alright, Moira, good. Ready for a fight, good. In Harm's Way is okay at this point. It's not as legendary as last time. And we know I've already thrown away our thing. Actually, that means that I very well might just go to Alter Ego and actually go get shopping spree to go grab my trench coat. But, alright, so this is where we sit. This goes up to 1. And do I foresee myself needing... I don't think so. So defend for 3. Good call. Take 5. So in reality, take 2. Alright, then my encounter card is Villain Schemes. Swell. Okay, 1, 2. This goes back up. Goes to 3 of 10. Right. And I think it's probably going to be best for us to do In Harm's Way and actually like to keep Moira, so we'll do with these 3. Not that it matters necessarily in this one. So we're going to remove 3, deal 3. Then after you change to Alter Ego form, so flip down, remove the stuff from here. Oops. And that means I can attack for 3. Did I? Oh, wait, no, I did. Okay. then, like I said, I think I'm gonna go grab Shopping Spree. I don't really have too many other side schemes to worry about, so we'll just put that into play. It's got 2. Threat cannot be removed from this scheme by heroes or allies. Alter ego action, exhaust your hero, remove 1 threat from here. Any player may do that. When defeated, the defeating player searches for an item card and puts it into play. So we'll go 1, 2, 5, and confuse. That might be good. Yeah, okay. So schemes for 1, 2, 3. Oh boy. I've really enjoyed this protection deck with Jubilee, just bumping up her defense super high and then getting a lot of room, or getting a lot of use out of In Harm's Way has been really good. But let's see. Okay, so then we gotta do our encounter card is Whiplash. All right, when Whiplash attacks, remove 1 charge counter. Just okay. So we'll put that right there. And let's do the damage for enemy for each. Damage to. Okay, so let's go Moira and ditch these. Then I will. Do I want to do that? Yeah, well, give myself more defense wouldn't be the worst idea. Okay, I'm going to remove 1 from here, and then I'm going to flip. I don't see my attack being the most important thing. Exhaust this, so then draw a card. Ooh, specialized training. 5 is a lot. It's possible that in the long run I could get use out of that, but let me think here. I'm going to bump up my stats even more. All right, and Wolverine should have been readied up. And he's just going to thwart, I think, yeah. All right. Playing a little bit lower to the ground tonight. Or lower to the ground than the previous game. Okay, yeah. Goes up to 4 and goes to attack me. Getting 2 cards. I would be defending for 4. I think I'm fine with that. Defend for 4. So 1. Oh, okay. So 2 total. But then we also do the change of venue, which means we'll randomly change to number 3. We are at the bodega. So after a character in this play area is attacked, deal 1 damage to the attacker and place 1 threat here. Limit it once per phase in standard mode. Okay. So, and then we still, Whiplash is attacking. So we take 1 down. And discard the top card in the counter deck. So I'm at 10, okay. 4 damage total. Alright, and then still have to do the encounter card. Charging up. Okay, so 6, and when that was just from the die. Okay. When defeated, place 3 charge counters there. So let's do this. All right, so we are definitely in a different place now. Okay, so I'm excited though. That's gonna mean that this can. We're gonna be presented with a challenge, I suppose, is what I'm trying to get at. So deal 1 damage to the attacker. So I do want to go down because I want Wolverine to heal up. Do I want him to thwart though? Maybe. Okay, so let's stun Electro. I suppose that kind of gives like a weird retaliate to everything. All right, so let's do this. So 4 damage to Electro. I take a damage. Electro takes 4. Place a threat here. And we stun Electro, which is going to be important in the long run. I should remove. I'd love to do ready for a fight, but I think it's more important. Do Flash of Light to remove 3 threat from here, bringing us down to 2. And I will confuse the villain, which is going to be crucial here. Oh, when Whiplash is attacked. Oh, I didn't need to. Okay, so I have 1 extra. I have 2 extra hit points. Okay, that was my bad. All right, so confuse, and then I need to flip down. That removes the stuff from here, and Wolverine. Do I want Wolverine to send Electro to the next stage? I feel like no. Put a damage onto him. We'll have him scheme or no, let's have him thwart here. That should do it. And then I think I will shopping spree for whatever correlates with what I draw into. Or that. Okay, so we're just gonna go get my trench coat anyway, because I can do this. Yeah, okay. Next turn should be pretty good. Plus I draw off that. So goes up to 3, and oh, confuse falls off. Whiplash schemes for 2, and no, that only counts when we're. I think Amplify only counts when you're counting cards. So if we're not doing Villainous, that's not a thing. Although it does count for his ability. Okay, encounter card is Tracksuit Mafioso. So retaliate 2, teamwork, vulnerable. When defeated, tuck this card under Tracksuit Mafia side scheme. Otherwise, stun and confuse the character who defeated him. All right. And that leaves us where we're at. Okay, so I will do shopping spree. So it is puts the item into play, and it is search the deck and discard pile. Okay, so we're gonna go grab our trench coat, which gives me +1 thwart, but also allows me to remove extra. Oh, this goes to my discard pile. Allows me to do other things. After I play a thwart event, I exhaust it, choose a scheme, remove threat for the different resources I used up. All right, then we will flip over and draw a card. Ooh, the X-Jet. I like that a lot. It is not something I need at the moment. Ooh, I'd love to do the best defense in this situation, but I do not have... Do I care about that? Do I want to do sunglasses that bad, or would I rather have... Oh, I'm not going to get the full advantage out of the best defense, so yeah, well, how about this? We'll keep it around. We'll do that. And then my defense right now is 4, so I will do In Harm's Way with Power Protection and Hidden Base. Yeah, okay. So then we're doing... Oh, let's take that back real quick. So we can do that differently. Wolverine will attack for 2 or for 3, putting Electro to the next stage. At which point Electro goes to 17. All right, and then we then do In Harm's Way, paying with these 2 to do 4 and remove 4, and I think it's going to be best to do right here. 4 to Electro. We will take a damage, put a threat here. Then we will do both of these, meaning that we will remove another 3. Let's do the attack first. So we'll do, I guess, 3 damage. Do we want to do 3 damage to Whiplash? Oh man, that would clear this out. We'll put 3 damage on Whiplash. Taking 3 damage, okay. Well, I'll tell you what, Wolverine is not long for this world. We'll put a threat here. I suppose I take a damage. All right, so that was a lot, and then the coat will clear all the threat. Cool. Yeah, I think Wolverine's defending for me. Yeah, because I started the turn in Alter Ego, yeah. Armored Vest, okay. Alright, so this goes up by 1. And the stun falls off. Oh, this falls off too. So the stun falls off. Then we have the Mafioso, who's attacking for 0. And Whiplash, who I feel like I can just defend against. Or no, do I want to throw Wolverine? I'm going to throw Wolverine at Whiplash. Yeah. See what he healed up, but if I'm exhausted, I don't get to do anything. I may get to play things, but okay. Yeah. Counter card is Sinking Fairy. It's got civilian tokens. What is this? Hero action, spend energy, exhaust a hero or ally you control. Remove 1 civilian counter from here. 2 if you did. Okay, so okay, so we can't touch the main scheme. All right, so 13. Can I deal 13 in this one turn? I think it would be a bit of a stretch, but let's see. So okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take Whiplash out, so we don't even have to worry about it. because I don't think I can deal 16 damage or 13 damage. Then these two for Firecracker, 6 damage and a stun. Or 4 damage and a stun. Turn it into 6 damage. All right. And put down an armored vest. But I'm not foolish enough to stay up. All right, so we got 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Alrighty, so we've got 6. Okay. We just need to survive. So this goes up to 2. And scheming for 1, 2, 3, 4. And charge counter, and then another 3. So yeah, that's what can happen, I suppose. All right, so we just need all we need is for the villain not to scheme. Oh, he schemes for 0, but he does get 2 acceleration tokens. When he schemes, place a, so yeah, okay. So he schemes for 0, but we need to win. Is what needs to happen. Surge. Oh gosh. Peril. One reveal, place 1 civilian counter on a disaster. If no was placed, okay. All right. Well, I tell you what, we're definitely not touching that in any shape or form. But does that matter? We need to deal 7 damage. I've got 8 damage in my hand, so I'm not concerned. Because of where we are, I am concerned that I do need to heal up. 5, flip over, and draw a card. And yeah, this is all, it doesn't matter. Because what we're going to do is we're going to pay with 2 different to do Firecracker for 4. And we could do this, but we can just do another Firecracker for 4. So we take 2, we deal 8, we go down to 3, we defeat Electro. Cool story. All right, that was pretty good. What time? Okay. So I do like to let the stream run for at least an hour, or else what was this all for? So I'm going to just switch up the scenario. Or should I switch up the hero? Do I want to do Thor against the scenario, or do I want to just go up against Kingpin? I want to go with Kingpin. I wanted to test this deck against Kingpin for like the last couple days and just didn't have a chance. So let's get this cleaned up. And I believe Kingpin needs the Tracksuit Mafia, so we'll separate these out real quick, or just grab Tracksuit Mafia cards. 7. Oh, I also need my obligation. Everything else can just get stacked up. Because, as we all know, Kingpin does not require standard. And it is Traxia Mafia and Tombstone. Cool. Grounded into play. Search for the Nemesis. Put the Nemesis in. And search for the Nemesis. Play. Okay. One revealed. Go get public support on the low side. Action, remove 5 threat from here. Shuffle the encounter deck, or shuffle the encounter deck discard pile in, and then discard till you hit a minion. And we need to get 4 support counters on here to advance the gameplay. So let's make this happen. And he is stalwart. I cannot deal damage to him or put upgrades onto him. And then Kingpin would attack you. He schemes instead. So, fun times. All right. All right, and you were tough. I think that's going to be everything. Oh, let's toss the racket. The side scheme's over here too. All right. All right, let's make this happen. Oh, gotta flip over. Nanny, after Nanny attacks you, choose 1 or more allies, search the encounter deck. If you control 1 or more allies, search the encounter deck. Discard pile and set aside area for lost child and reveal it. Okay. This deck only has Wolverine, so we're okay with that. Oh, this needs 3 threat. Oh, and we have our starting card. It's here somewhere. There we go. All right, we will choose to keep this. Choose X, where X is the number. Stun and confuse each of those enemies. That might not be the worst thing. Oh, but he is stalwart, so we're not going to get to do our stunning tricks as we did last time. But what we can do is confuse Nanny. That would be maybe a good idea. I'm going to keep these 2. And do I think that this is a specialized training game, I think. Let's do that. Let's live wildly here. Just so many. Okay. All right, so cut up Moira. We're going to flip and draw. Ready for a fight. Okay, cool. We're going to use this ability to get out innate reflexes. And like I said, we're going to have specialized training in play immediately, because I think we can work towards that. I think we can just get that off over the course of a little bit of time. So I only really need to worry about Nanny's attack. I currently have 3 defense. I think we're good. We may be taking Nanny out with Firecracker here. Okay. So let's, this goes up by 1. Schemes for 2. 3, 4. Oh boy. 8, 11. Nanny attacks me. Attacks you in control. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to take the 1. Alright. And my encounter card is Vanessa Fisk. 1 revealed. Attach. You are confused. Discard an attack event from your hand. Discard Vanessa. Kingpin attacks you, which means he would get to scheme. Alright. That's just no good. Alright, so it's a good thing I didn't have any delusions about thwarting today, or at this point. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to break the tough. Do firecracker. I suppose it really doesn't matter what we do here. Can't play ready for a fight necessarily. I don't have the ability to do this just to clear the confuse. So I think we're going to keep this and ready for a fight. I do firecracker to get rid of Nanny. Put a support here. I will remove 5 threat from here. I should have done this in the other order, to be fair. Although, yeah. Give it one shuffle here. All right. Okay. Yeah, you live, you learn. Shouldn't have made that mistake. In a different time, I would have said, hey, let's just rewind that, say that Nanny was in the discard pile. I defeated Nanny afterwards, but that's not what happened. Tough. Oh, man. Okay, so... And the best offense is not viable here. I'm at 8. It's 1 damage. Oh, man. Okay, I'm going to toss. No, I'm going to toss the best offense. Keep ready for a fight. And I'm going to stay up. Okay. Again, I have to use my... Okay, well... 2, 3, 4. Right back where we started. All right. And attacks me. Again, I take it. There we go. All right, my counter card is Unregulated Hate. One revealed, your nemesis minion activates against you. Okay, I take 1 more. If your nemesis minion is not in play, find it, reveal it. Okay, yep. All right, we did all that. I have a pretty easy nemesis minion in all things considered. All right, so break the tough again. But this time, I think what we're going to do is we're going to shoot. Well, I would love to play ready for a fight. I think I need to ditch it after this turn. So I'm going to keep Firecracker in hand. Oh no, I don't want to do that. Okay, so I'm going to spend... Oh, what I spend doesn't matter. So I'm going to keep Firecracker in hand, using these 3 to do in harm's way. My defense is 3. So I will deal 3 damage to Nanny. I will remove 3 threat. I will... Do I want to remove 3 from here? That would also be good. Oh man, okay, let me think here. So I think what I should do is... leave it where it's at. Remove 5. Just a second. All right. Cat finally wanted to leave the room. Okay. If I can get rid of that side scheme, I'm all happy. Black cat. Villainous. Do not love that, but again, this is just the world we live in. Okay, so it goes up to 1, space of 3, 4, 5, 6. I feel like there are a healthy amount of big ones. But I also feel like if I stay up, I'm just gonna, I'm never gonna leave this cycle. So let's risk it. Who doesn't like just ending a stream with a big W for Kingpin? All right, all right. I think we can work with that. Okay, so. Oh. Oh. None of that happened. Because that just clears the confuse. Okay, so let's back up. I'm happy I caught that. Okay, so this is where I'm currently at. Granted, I know what my hand is. I think I have to commit to this. Okay, but let me just, does that just mean I lose? If I mean, I've kind of already committed to it. I could also just shuffle my hand back in. Because if I lose, does that mean I just lose? Because it'll go up to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I need to go down, but I need to just shuffle my hand back in. Because no. I need to stay up, and I need to shuffle my hand back in. For fairness. My bad. I'm happy I caught that, though. It could have been far worse. Oh, I suppose we've had that there. Yeah, all the more reason why I can't be messing with this. So I at least know this. Okay, at that point. Okay, so actually, let's think about this again. This has been happening. I think there should be at least 2 more threats here. So we're just going to clear it off, all of it, and give ourselves another minion. Beetle. Villainous. Oh, great. And then is it revealed? And discard to reveal that minion. Okay. So when revealed, search the discard count for attachment. They can attach to a minion and attach it to Beetle. There's possibly that. Yeah. All right, so all right. So put cold as ice on there. Yeah, we're this is a bad time. 2, 3, 4, 5. Boy, I wish I had that blinding light card right about now. That'd be great. All right, so scheming for 3. Give this character a random card from your Nemesis set as an additional boost card. So 3, 4, 5. 5, 6, 7. Oh no, these are attacks. Okay, my bad. So attacks for 1. Just gonna take that one. Now, do I think that one of these is going to be worse than the other? I guess we just defend against Black Cat. That was probably a wise decision. Not really. Okay, so 2. Maybe I'm defending for 3. Okay, so then, and then Beetle attacks me for 1. Oh, Christ. Okay. 2. Okay. Well, got off easy. But our Nemesis set is almost entirely in the pool now. Okay, so. Alright, so. I very much think that we will be down. So I think we're going to be doing this so that we can get back up. Deal 2 damage to an enemy for each different resource you paid for. Choose an enemy and deal 2 damage to it. Alright, so we need to do this. Grand finale. We will put 6 damage onto Black Cat. And the last one will be on Nanny. And then we will play out ready for a fight. We'll do this. Oh, this all needs to get shuffled in. All right, this is this is a bad time. I know Kingpin's rough, and I'm actually happy that he's rough. But this is both very fun and very mentally taxing. I can't win. Okay. Well, we're gonna flip down because we're always gonna flip down because I can't stay up any longer. Oh, plus I'm going to get that. Okay, yeah. I can be selected with that, though. Do I want to do that, though? I want to heal up. Oh, my gosh. I can't win. Okay, so let me think this over. That's a dead card. Remove that from a scheme, heal 2 damage. That's going to be good. Okay, so this is going to go up to 2. So I should have gotten rid of this a long time ago. I just didn't. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus all the different things. So I will be doing ready for a fight at some point. Let's see how Kingpin goes. So Kingpin scheming for 3, 4, 5. So 7 of 11. We will let Nanny scheme, putting me to 9 of 11. Then when Black Cat goes to attack, I will pop ready for a fight. At which point I will defend for 3. This is such a I don't see this being a scenario that I walk away from, to be honest. Okay, so 1, 2, okay. And then 3. So Beetle's attacking me, which was a good call because Beetle schemes for an extra 2. So let me just think that over. I would have lost anyway. Yeah, I would have lost if I'd let Black Cat scheme. Okay, so if this has more than 1 boost icon on it, I'm just done. And I learned that Vanessa needs to go. So 1, 3, yep. So that is 12 of 11. Yep. All right. Fun time. Kingpin is just a joy to be around. Let me just see here. That was a good hour. Yeah, I don't know that okay, in Harm's Way could have maybe dug me out. But yeah, like I got into a little cycle there where I wasn't doing anything. But still, at the same time, I enjoy losing to Kingpin. He's a fun hero, or a fun villain to play against. So, yeah, this is all great. I think anybody that came out and watched, I appreciate that, and I want everyone to have a great week. Next week, I don't know that I'm going to be doing who do I have left. I have Hammerhead left in terms of underlings, and I think he's doing the art heist. I don't know if I really want to do that. I might just do some Kingpin gameplay next week. So look forward to that. Or just the next time I stream will be Kingpin gameplay. And then the only other thing I've been thinking about, and this is the worst thing to throw at the end, but I've been wondering if I should just do my Asgard versus the Universe as live streams going forward. Just Thor fighting different scenarios, and just solidifying myself as the Thor guy. But either way, thank you so much, as I said, for everybody coming out, and have a great week. You're doing great. Keep it up.